And we are back. Did you miss me? I know it's been a while. Does anybody need a refresher on the happenings of the previous game? In the past 5 minutes or so? I backed all the way back to the main menu because this mode actually has a intro sequence and stuff. And you need to see it. You'll see why. Let's make sure my timer... Does it work? Does my timer work? Do I just not remember my shortcuts? I mean, it's possible. No. No, it's timing. Let's go.
Christmas Eve の夕暮れ。ウィンディアは街で凍えて泣いている女の子に声をかけました。どうしたの?
I should note this game mostly leans harder into cute than terrifying. Mostly.
それが聖夜を悪夢に変える出来事の始まりだったのです。おじいちゃん！みんなの大好きなリオールおじいちゃんが血を流して倒れていました。誰？
メリークリスマス。にっくきあのディオールをついにやっつけたもんね。その小娘はもう用済みだから、おいしーちゃんをお土産もいただいたし、もう用はないや。バイバイ。
Anyway, that happened. So we're going to be fighting Evil Santa, which also makes this a Christmas game. And my screen went black. He is literally named Satan Claus, which is like the most hilariously on-the-nose evil Santa name you could come up with. So, again, the first thing that you'll notice has changed is this is in 3D, sort of. It doesn't do any, like, dynamic camera sweeping stuff like a lot of 2.5D games do. It'll stay pretty firmly fixed in side view. What's mostly changed are how your lock-on shot works. The item counter too. It seems to have like rings that only give you points in addition to ones that actually run the counter up. So now your lock-on attacks do this. They'll make a big circle that locks onto enemies within it, and it'll just keep attacking, but some enemies will leave behind little orange seeker bullets that will chase you around the screen. Conversely, when you're in super mode and not locked on, it's going to start sending blue homing bullets that you have to go into lock-on mode to get rid of. So the first boss is a pretty blatant knockoff of the giant cow boss. Kind of a weak start. There we go.
Oh, 願いの音符が
飛び散っちゃった。
こうしてはいられません。早く全部集めるんです。
あれを全部？
願いの音符とは音符通り奏でることで何でも望みが叶うと伝えられております。
So we definitely don't want evil Santa to have the wishing
いつもあれを
notes.
狙っておじいちゃんを？
さようでございます。奴が邪悪な願いを
He'll play All I Want for Christmas.
返すのです。
And then the world will be doomed. Overall, I'd say this game's probably easier. I usually nudge it up to level 2. I just didn't feel like doing it for the run. Bosses might die comically fast. Another thing about the lock-on attack is you can kill enemies in the background at some points. Like there's like a row of pumpkins that was sitting on that fence. I think this will probably be pretty fun to dig into. I probably still prefer the first one overall. But this ain't bad. I waited a long time to play it, so my expectations might have been higher. I always feel bad fighting this boss, because it just looks like a big dopey lizard and I feel like I'm picking on him and taking his hat. By the way, I don't know how bad of a job I did balancing audio for this, but the boss theme always starts with a riff from Joy to the World. And when you get in close, you get more score items. See what I mean? He died really fast. By the way, one of the characters I didn't pick, the little angel girl who appears to be named Soup, she has a mini Tyranno Satan as a familiar. And I don't know what that's supposed to say because they describe her as being an angel. Then again, Santa has a lot of angels working for him. Maybe they're not... Maybe they're on the shady side. So... There are also a lot of platforms and stuff that look like you shouldn't be able to go through them, but you can. The moving ones you can't, with the fake moai. These counterfeit moai. Little cameo appearance from the pigs from the first game. I think this is the only time you see them. They were like the coolest enemy. Oh. I don't want to ride the snake. So this is the heavy snake, which I think is a pun, because in Japanese, snake is heavy. I think it's a pun, but to what end? Why would you just make a pun like that? Maybe. Maybe it's just a fat snake. Okay, this next coming boss is like the best boss. I mean, the haunted house is fun too, but the boss is great. So like I was saying last time, Wendy and Caspar kind of control like opposites. I'm using the charge shot right now, and that locks the owl in place. And when I let go of the button, I walk into a ghost's bullet. But that's not a feature. Okay. I held on too long. The little orange seeker bullets will go away as soon as I release the seal. But you can kind of like lead them around the screen until they catch you. Then they'll turn into more like big blue rings. Y'all ready for this? nice older man. If the fight drags on, he like takes off his own head and throws it at you. In the corners, it starts spawning smaller copies of his head. And he just keeps going, meh! Okay, so this is where things get kind of cool. See those blue... They're kind of like tiny, snaky bullets. If you expand your magic circle when those are nearby, they'll create like... You'll destroy them, but they'll also put like a trail of flame in the direction their tail goes. And you can take out other enemies when you deflect those, which is sick. I feel like a big spider is like a downgrade from the nice old man. And so, like the last one, you have a little campfire powwow.
どうしたんだろう。おじいさまが亡くなったわ。
Take stock of all the wacky things that happened. Grandpa died of his wounds inflicted by Santa Claus.
手当てしたんだけど。私のせいだ。私が殺したんだ。違うわ。あなたのせいじゃない。悪いのはサタンクローズ。すべてあいつのせいよ。でも安心して。おじい様を助ける方法がまだ残っているわ。どういうこと？願いの音符を全部集めて私たちの願いを叶えるのよ。おじい様を生き返らせてって。じゃあおじいちゃんはまだ望みはある。
But now we really need to get the magical notes back from Satan Claus. Now, there's like an extra bonus stage that's like a creepy carnival, but the timer is worrying me, so I'm gonna just skip to the last stage so we can see the ending and everything.
ここだわ。この宮殿に最後の音符がある。そしてサタンクローズもいる。どうなってるのここは。なんだか変な空間。
I'm not exactly sure why Evil Santa has a mansion in space filled with chess pieces, but that's the motif they decided to go with. Does Santa notoriously like chess? Is that a legend that I'm not familiar with? The familiar can still erase the orange seeker bullets. In fact, the final boss has a bunch of them in his later patterns. They're really intimidating until you remember that. Because you can just put the owl in front of you and just sit there absorbing half of them, and then you're just left with a handful of blue bullets to dodge. Part of me is way too entertained by the fact those chess pieces on the floor are using the same bullet patterns as the tanks in Dodonpachi. This part's kind of weak compared to the ballroom scene in the end of the last one. It's just a bunch of creepy laughing angels. They might be toys or robots or something, I don't know. I kind of hope they are, the way their heads are turning around. High-pitched voices laughing and going One-chan is giving me gun bike flashbacks. Here he is! We finally found you, Satan Claus!
やだもー。それより残りの4個は全部お嬢ちゃんが持ってるのかな。
お嬢様、ギクッと声に出されましては。
欲しいな欲しいな。ちょうだいちょうだい。
誰があんたなんかに。
しょうがないな。じゃあお嬢ちゃんも殺しちゃった。
逃がさないわよ。よくもおじいちゃんも。もう何よ。
Caspar slows down a lot more when she does her charge focus thing, so it's kind of throwing me off a tad.
もう怒ったぞ。お遊びはこれまでだい。たまに来たもんね。
あ、そんな何かの間違いじゃ。人間が巨大化するなど。
I mean, that's one way to react to that. Humans can't get that big. So yeah, that's the pattern that looks intimidating, but you can erase about 3/4 of the bullets. Not nearly cool as Tyranno Satan. Okay, featureless anime nudity warning coming ahead. You don't see anything, but God is a lady in this universe.
これがあなたの犯した罪の重さよ。魔界で深く反省しなさい。
I should just put that disclaimer across the bottom of the screen whenever I'm streaming. Just random Japanese PlayStation shit. If they make a Deathsmiles 3, I hope it has Tyranno Satan claws. What if God was one of us? Let me stop that. I think the actual game was quite a bit shorter than that, considering I started it before the intro.
おじいさま、どうかお願いします。よろしい。空からの願い、確かに聞き入れた。
For some reason, Mr. Dior's name is always possessive. I'm not sure what that indicates.
誰かおらぬか。
よかった。おじいちゃんが無事に生き返って。
お前たちのおかげじゃ。本当にありがとう。どれ、今夜はクリスマスじゃ。お礼にわしが何でも願いを叶えて。
So, you can ask him for a present or go, oh no, that's good enough for me. I want to have a big Christmas party. Yeah, basically killing Santa Claus is the same as collecting the Dragon Balls.
お安いご用じゃ。
Ho ho.
サタンクローズの脅威が去ったジルバラードにようやく楽しいクリス
She has the other girl on a leash? What the... Okay, that's a little sus.
パーティーが催されている。
It's less sus than if I had played on Caspar's ending, though, because,
心から感謝し、喜びをかみしめていた。
yeah,
その無邪気な笑い声は
it's worse.
いつまでも
Actually, it's tamer if you go with the, don't ask the guy for a present. And the timer never stopped. That's cute. Well, that'll be it for me. Sort of. I'll be back in a few with Kavik and J Machine doing the score attack thing. So stay tuned.